Hello everybody, welcome back. This is episode number 30 of the Amber Army YouTube Championship Manager 01-02 Retro Series with Aston Villa. And who here is still in shock from the last episode, the way that it ended? Because I still can't get over it, but I suppose what we have to do is move on. It was a particularly bad episode for two reasons. One reason, it was decent because we got through the FA Cup quarter-final. But then it was a bad episode because we lost a crucial league game and we have slipped to 8th place in the league. Although a couple of wins and we could be back up as high as 4th. So we got 3 games in this episode. Away to Tottenham, home to Blackburn, away to Everton. Maximum points in this would go away to making up for that. I would just say that there was just purely us being a victim of game scripting. It didn't want us to win, didn't want us to go through. It gave us that hope after winning 3-0 at their ground, losing 5-0 at home in the next leg. Do we play Newcastle again? We played them at home last game of the season. I hope we absolutely wallop them. But back to the league now. There's no date set for that FA Cup quarter final because there's still 4th round ties replays still being played. 3 league games. Let's try and get as many points as we can and finish strongly in the league. I'll take you to the first game, which is Tottenham away. Okay, opening game away at Tottenham. So we've gone with the strongest possible team we could pick. Hendry's retaining a place because of the good performance he had against Ipswich. Elise's back in the starting lineup. Bakiroglu plays on the right, Bakini on the left. McNamee's made the bench because of injuries. There is no other midfielders other than Sabea available for the bench. Chudos is on the bench, Tony and Vassell. So let's kick this off. Obviously, our Italian is back in goal. We started quite poorly. Tottenham have got the upper hand at the moment. They've had a few chances. Thankfully it's still 0-0. They haven't taken them. We need to get ourselves in the game a little bit stronger. Tottenham not doing too great in the league, in 13th place. And now they're going to be going above us probably. Good God, we're meltdown, aren't we? Absolute bloody meltdown. Hendry at the woodwork. So we've edged our way back into the game, but they've taken a chance and we haven't. That's what the story is of the last couple of episodes. We're not taking chances, the other teams are. Yes, get in there, now we're taking one. It's the reliable goal scorer, Luca Toni. And I say we got an edge in this game now. Can we turn it around? Completely. Oh, Tony, I thought he was going to get it there. Nearly half time. I'd be happy enough going in 1-1. Coming out a little bit stronger in the second half. Okay, so it's half time, 1-1. Let's get the second half underway. So we're edging this at the moment. but we just need to find some goal scoring formula. Tony seems to be Tony is pretty much the only player that's regularly scoring any goals at all for us at the moment. I think our target should be a much better partner for him. Oh, off the bar, come on. Yes, get in there. Sunday Olise. And it's 2-1. It's exactly what we need. Win a couple of games. Come on now. Let's hold out. About time we made a sub, maybe. Hit the bar again. I can't believe that. Okay. Conditions. Lee Hendry could do it coming off. Let's bring on Sabea. Bakini can do it coming off. Let's bring on McNamee. We'll leave it at that for now. Save ourselves one just in case we need it through injury or something. So we're holding out for now. Let's make that last sub now. For Salfatutos. Give them something else to think about at attack. So they go defend a little bit more. Oh, Tony almost wrapping it up there. Can we see it through? It looks like they may have one. No, it could be us with one last chance. There it is. Much needed 3 points. Let's have a look what that does for us for the league. Well, it keeps us in touching distance of the teams above, starting to bridge a gap between us and 9th place. So we're in the top 8. We're cementing that place at the moment, but we want to climb. We've made a couple of points on 4th place, which is good. But Man United do have a game in hand over us. But I think we could potentially end up finishing in 5th looking at that. We just got to start racking the points up. 2 more games. Let's see what we can do in them. So guys, our FA Cup quarter-final will be against Northampton after all. So yeah, we're not going to take anything for granted. Obviously, with that Newcastle game, I think I took it for granted. We're not going to take that for granted. So we're going to play a strong team against them. But in theory, we should be in the FA Cup semi-final. So guys, I'll see you at the next game. Right then, home to Blackburn is the next game, as you can see, and we've made a couple of changes. West is back from injury, thank God. If he had been back against Newcastle, we wouldn't have lost. But Melberg's been playing a lot better, so he retains his position. West will come in for I can't remember his bloody name now, but I think you know what I'm on about. Curtis and Robinson take the fullback positions. Elise and Sabea. Playing Sabea. Hendry didn't play too well in the last game, so I've dropped him for Sabea. Sabea's had his dropping, and he's played a 7 in 2 games since, so he's won his place back. But I'm starting Stephen Moore. I'm trying something completely different. He's fast, his finishing is 20, his dribbling 16, off the ball's 15. He's 19 years old, flair's 15. I get the feeling that he may be good if he plays. So let's try him out. Bikini plays on the left, Bakiroglu on the right. Blackburn do have a formidable strike force, but it's a little bit outdated. Cole and York winding down their careers, still capable of scoring goals, so we have to be wary of them. It's a bit of a slow start from us. get into this game. 20 minutes in, and I don't think we've even had an attempt at goal yet. Well, bloody hell, where's it? Where'd they come from? I didn't even see them properly. Bit of a boring game, innit? Lise looking at scoring a goal there. He scored in the last game. Malberg. West, go on. Oh. Half time 0-0. So start this second half now then. I mean, it's been all us. They haven't even had an attempt at goal yet, but we need to start doing a little bit better. We haven't seen Stefan Moore get involved. Giving him an opportunity. Want him to obviously make the most of that. Oh, Tony with the header, unlucky. So Luca Tony's only one up front playing a 6. Stefan Moore's actually playing quite well, according to this. I haven't seen him involved in anything though. Need to look at making a sub now, I think. So Stefan Moore, he's had a decent game. I'll keep him in consideration. There's the subs I'm making. Sabea's on a yellow card, don't want anyone getting sent off. Did I take off Sabea? I was sure I just saw his name, hold on. Yeah, I did take off Sabea, that's weird. Let's make one more sub then. Oh, Lise. Really do with a win in this one. Okay, Bakiroglu for McNamee. Bakini swap with McNamee. Let's see what we can do in the last 10 now. With who we've got out there. Nothing, looking like the obvious answer there. Or a boring game of football. Off the bar, what? Lackluster performance there. They were there for the taking. No excuse for not winning that game. Although we have jumped up a position, but still, we could have been on 48. We could have been above Sunderland. We could have been in 6th if we'd have won that. More and more disappointment, guys. I will see you in the next game. So guys, as it turns out, our last game is actually going to be our FA Cup quarter-final against Northampton. So if we look at the fixtures, where we were meant to be playing Everton, we'll be playing them in the next episode, FA Cup quarter-final time. So I'll see you at the game. Alright, so here we are. As Stefan Moore played out of 7 in the last game, I thought I'd give him one last chance to see if he can get a goal. Luca Tony obviously plays. I'm playing McNamee as a central midfielder. I feel like we haven't got enough of an attacking threat from the centre at the moment. With Sabea playing, he's not a bit off the boil at the moment. Perfect chance for McNamee to make the most of an opportunity. Say Northampton looking like they're going to sit back and defend in this one. And look like we're going to take an early lead there. Tony couldn't get the ball past their goalie. Yes, there we go. Bakiroglu. Looks as though Elise beat their goalkeeper in the air, and he must have fallen back out, to Bakiroglu outside the box, and he must have had an open net to put it into. But anyway, 1-0. So we're all over them, as you'd have expected us to be. But after Newcastle, we're not taking anything for granted on this game. So approaching the half time, we could do with a second goal really to go in comfortable, because they have created a couple of chances. All it takes is for one good one for them to be, on level terms and force us into a replay. We want to make this a little bit more comfortable with the scoreline. There it is, Stephen Moore as well, capitalising on an opportunity. First senior goal for us as well. Good lad. So 2-0 up now, and I'd imagine that's game over. And Stephen Moore again. So here we go, the 3-0 lead. The game is over. Or is it? There's a glimmer of hope for Northampton, but they've still got to find another 2. But I can see us scoring 1 or 2 before they score another 1. Let's make some subs. A couple of players could probably do with a rest. I'm actually going to give Luca Toni a rest, give Chutos an opportunity on this team, and Bakiroglu for Ishizaki. We're playing some good stuff by the looks of it. Let's make this last sub. Chutos hits the post. Okay, Elise for Sabea. Oh, perfect. Chutos is injured. Thankfully the game's already won. And there we go, guys, we are in the FA Cup semi-final. So if the draw is before the next game, I'll fit the semi-final draw into this episode. Guys, I'll see you there, if it's going to happen. As I hoped, here it is, the FA Cup semi-final draw. So 4 teams to draw. Right, so the results are, so Liverpool and Bradford drew, Blackburn are through, but Man United are through. So Blackburn would be the obvious ones that we'd like at home. We'd correct that 0-0 that we just had with them as well. But then Bradford Bradford will lose that game at Liverpool. So Liverpool, Man United or Blackburn we're looking at here. So where are we? Here we go. Now. Now that'll do. Yes, we got Blackburn. So we have an opportunity to make the final now. One that we're not going to take for granted, like we did in the League Cup. But 2 semi-finals is good, if you think about it. Regardless of how we ran out in that semi-final, 2 semi-finals is good. Man United will take on Bradford. Well, we'll take on Liverpool. So we'll get one of them in the final if we can beat Blackburn. So guys, that's that for this episode then. So little look at what we got to look forward to in the next one. So we got our FA Cup semi-final in the next one. So Everton away, Leicester at home. So I want 4 points there, and obviously we want to win that FA Cup semi-final. It'll be a great chance for a perfect episode. But I don't think we've had one of them for a long time, have we? But there we go. Those 3 games in the next episode. This is where we are in the league at the moment. 29 games in, 46 points, a decent return on goal difference. Although, even though we're scoring well, I just don't. We're missing something. We're leaking a couple of goals where we shouldn't be, and we should be scoring more. In other time, obviously that's like teaching people to suck eggs. That's like basic stuff, that is. But no, I think there's more goals in this team. I think there's more in our defence, because out of the top 8 we got the third worst defence. What we want is to be in the 20s, not the 30s at this point. So my feelings is potentially 2 top class players that we're looking to bring in, although 3. I'm thinking a more attacking central midfielder. I'm thinking a goal scoring striker to go up front with Tony, someone with pace. Tony is the height. We want some legs with goal scoring ability, and then obviously what we want is someone who's going to stop the goals from going in as well. I think we've got a good goalkeeper now. Ishizaki will become a great goalkeeper, but we need that centre back. I think we need to turn some of them losses into wins. If we turn 3 of them losses into wins, we'd be on 6 losses, 16 wins, and that would be where we would be sitting around about there right now. Now, where Liverpool were running away with this, Arsenal are now the front runners by a considerable stretch as well. So the Premier League season's going to look interesting now, but we need to be in that thick of it up there. I think a few signings and we'll be there. Guys, thank you all for watching. Hope you're all enjoying the series. It's a bit of a better episode than the last one, of course, but we're nearing the end of our second season now, and we're looking at an FA Cup final potentially. So let's see if we can get there in the next episode. So join me for that. Till the next time, guys, cheerio for now.